Ali with the Eastern Iowa Arts Academy, and I have a new art project for you. Have fun! Today we're going to draw a shape robot. So sorry, my example's kind of big here, so scroll through. So this is a robot that's made up of just simple shapes. And it'll be up to you how you want to color it in. Alright, so we're going to start with his head shape. So to do a robot head shape for this robot, we're going to do a big rectangle. So I want to leave a little bit of space up at the top, and then a little bit of space on the sides when I draw, and then I want to leave a lot of space down at the bottom for his body and his legs. So I think I want my head to be about that big. So I'm going to start with drawing a straight line across the top for his head, top of his head. Next, I want to plan how tall do I want his head to be. So maybe like here. So I'm going to draw a line there. And I'm going to go straight across again and back up. Next, I'm going to add his neck. So to do that, I'm just going to add 2 lines coming down a little bit. Then I'm going to add his body. Now I want his body to be about the same width as his head. So I'm going to go straight across and make sure my neck lines are connected to the body, or I guess it's going to be his shoulder, kind of. Then I'm going to make a line on the left, going straight down. But I'm going to leave some room down here for his legs, or her legs. Then I'm going to add his legs. So I need 4 lines to make the legs. So I need 1 here. I'm going to leave a space for his foot down here. And 1 here. So that's the left leg. I'm going to leave a space in between. Here's my 3rd line. And my 4th line. So I've made 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the left leg, this is the right leg. Then I have a space in between. To make his shoes, we're gonna do a rainbow line that touches my left leg lines, like that. Then I'm gonna make a straight line going across the bottom, for the bottom of the shoe. Alright, so next I'm gonna add his arms. So I'm gonna have one arm over here that's gonna kind of wave. So I'm gonna start with the top part of his arm. So I'm gonna make a diagonal line going down, and then a diagonal line going up. And I'm gonna leave a space here for his hand. Right at the bottom of this V, I made a V line there. So here is the corner. I made a diagonal line down and up. At the bottom of the V, so the tip of it, I'm gonna add an oval. So this is like its elbow. Next, I'm gonna add a diagonal line here at the bottom of the oval that connects to the body. Then I'm gonna add the other part of his arm over here. So I'm gonna start kind of at the bottom of my oval and then go diagonal up next to that one. And then we're gonna kind of make a claw for a hand. So to do that, we're gonna do a U. And that U should touch the left and right line I made there on his arm. Then I'm gonna make two little lines right here and right here on the inside of the U. And I'm gonna make another U to make the inside of his claw. Kind of like he's waving at us. All right, so next we're gonna add the right arm over here. This one's gonna be just hanging down at his side. So it's not gonna be up like this one. All right, next we're gonna work on his head and his face. So I'm gonna add kind of like, this could be maybe like hair or like a button. So we're gonna do a rainbow line on top of his head. So it's like a half circle. Then to make ears, we're gonna do a C line sticking out here. And then we're gonna do a backward C. One going on this side to make his other ear. Okay, so next we're gonna add his eyes. So I want him to have two big circle eyes. So I'm gonna make a big circle here. I'm gonna leave a little space. And then I'm gonna make a big circle on this side. I'm gonna give him a little pupil. So I'm gonna add another rainbow line on the inside there. And then here, I'm gonna make a rainbow line there. And I think this time I'm gonna add a reflection circle. So I had my rainbow line. I'm gonna make a circle there and a circle there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and color this in because I want to remember that this is gonna be the black part of the robot's eye. So next we're gonna add a nose. So we're just gonna do a little circle nose right there. And we're gonna give him a smile. So we're gonna do a smile line here. And you could leave it like that, or if you want him to have teeth showing, you can do a straight line going across under his nose to do the top of his mouth. And then we're just gonna give him some straight lines for teeth. So he looks like a happy robot. All right, so this next part is kind of up to you, but we're gonna add buttons to our robot, or little bolts. So I'm gonna do some circles along the edge, kind of look like bolts, or they could be buttons, depending on what you want them to be. So I'm just gonna add some circles, just leaving a space in between each one. So next we could add some other kind of buttons or other shapes. So I'm gonna add two rectangles at the top. So there's the left and right side, straight line going across, straight line going across. And I want to make another rectangle underneath. I'm gonna do one here. Straight line going across. I'm gonna add a big button panel over here, so I'm gonna make a big rectangle. Up to you what buttons you want to do. So you could do rectangles, circles, squares, triangles. Up to you, whatever type of buttons you think your robot should have. All right, next it's time for your background. It's up to you what kind of background you do, but you need to have some type of sky and ground or like a wall and a floor. So you're gonna need some type of line going across behind your robot. So I'm gonna do a grass line and do just kind of a zigzag. So I'm gonna go like this, make some zigzags. But when I get to a robot line, I stop. I'm not gonna draw over top of him because this grass is behind him. So I'm gonna start over here then, behind his leg, and keep drawing my grass line. Stop when I get to a robot line. That's his other leg. My grass is behind his leg. So I'm gonna start it over here again to be grass. And then I'm gonna add some more kind of zigzag grassy lines. Okay, so I'm all done drawing my robot. You can add whatever other details to your robot and your background you want to add. I'm just going to stop there for now. Then, after you're done drawing, you can trace your pencil lines very carefully with a marker, crayon, or colored pencil. I traced mine with black, but you can decide what color you want it to be. It could be a really colorful robot, or it can be metal and be black lines with gray colored in. Up to you. You can make it whatever colors you want it to be. Have fun coloring in your robot. Bye!